Hey guys, what's up? I got an RU match against Dominicatron or Casador Perfect, whichever one you want to know him by. Yeah, I'm going to leave my Galvantula. I keep forgetting this thing doesn't actually have Volt Switch, because that's why I keep leading with it, because every single one of my other electric Pokemon in RU have Volt Switch, except one or two. Um, anyways, so I'm going to switch out, because he's going to lead with his Steelix. And I'm just going to go to my Slowking because I know Steel can't really do too much unless he has like the Sheer Force, Life Orb, Thunderfang. Yeah, so I'm going to go into my Roselia because I really don't want my Slowking to get toxic because I was looking at his team and I'm like, I know Slowking is going to be a big threat, like huge. So I'm going to, yeah, try to avoid the toxic, try to bait it out, see if he actually has it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go to my Roselia, take the +1 Earth Power, like it's... I mean, it did a lot, but it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to get my Leech Seed up, and he's going to go into a Steelix. I'm going to, just scout out what he's going to do. He's going to go for the Bulldoze. So that, leads me to believe that he's not actually Sheer Force. He's probably Sturdy. So I'm just going to go for my Toxic Spikes because I know he can't really do too much because he doesn't have Earthquake or like Ice Fang or Fire Fang or anything like that. Yeah, he's going to go into his Glade. I didn't want to Protect because I didn't want to give him the opportunity to Sword Stance. I figure Slowking can take either hit anyways. Even if he wants to go for like Shadow Sneak, it's still not going to do that much. Close Combat's actually still stronger than Shadow Sneak, even when it's resisted. He's going to go to Sword Stance here. I could have went for the Scald for the chance to burn, but I know his special defense is a lot higher than his defense, so I'm going to go for the Psyshock so that it's a clean to it KO as opposed to, relying on maybe burning, which, if it burned, obviously it would have worked out better for me, but I didn't want to risk it because if it didn't burn, then, I wasn't probably going to KO him. Even though maybe if, with Life Orb Recoil, I could have went for the Scald here and it would have killed. I don't know. I went for the Psyshock just to be safe, and, it ended up working out fine because I'm still alive and he's not. Yeah, so he's gonna go back into his Gastrodon here, or no, sorry, into his Medicham. I figure if he wants to go for the fighting move just to finish me off, possibly the high jump kick, or more likely the Thunder Punch. Golurk is gonna be a great switch in, and yeah, he does go for the Thunder Punch, and that's excellent. So here I was actually thinking of going for the Dynamic Punch in case his Gastrodon wanted to come in just to confuse it. But I'm glad I went for the Earthquake because he does stay in. He probably was going to go for the Ice Punch, and I do cleanly take him out because I am Choice Scarfed, and apparently he is not. He's going to go to his Kingler here. I'm just going to hit him with another Earthquake while he goes for the Sword Stance. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I know Kingler does get like base 115 defense or something like that, but Golurk is 124, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have investment in defense, so it's like I don't know why he did that. I figure Crabhammer will probably take me out, but Golurk is Metacham's dead, so I don't really need him anymore, and Slowking's already got he can handle his last guy because Glade is dead as well. So I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake again. He's gonna actually switch out. And Gastrodon's going to take less than half from that, but Poison's going to bring him down to lower than half. I don't really want to risk it because I don't want to get hit for the Scald, so I'm just going to go with my Slowking because I figure why not. And he's actually going to go for the Recover. So yeah, now he's back at full HP, but that's fine. I am going to do a double switch because I really, as I said before, do not want to get poisoned, get toxic, because the Slowking is going to really ruin his team if I get the chance to do what I'm planning on doing. He's going to go for the Earth Power again, and yeah, that's going to do like next to nothing now that he doesn't have his special attack raise. So yeah, this is like a really weird set. He doesn't have Ice Beam or anything. Like, I don't know what his fourth move is. I'm assuming he has Scald or Surf, but I don't know what his last move is unless it's like Stockpile maybe or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird. So anyways, I'm just going to Leech Seed him. I figure he's going to want to switch out here, predicting my Protect. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic Spikes. And he's going to send in his Hitmontop, which is kind of worried about the whole battle. So I'm like, I don't want him to spin away my Toxic Spikes. That's why I was kind of hesitant to use them. But I'm just going to Protect here, just see if he has a spin. But he has to Fake Out instead, so I know he's offensive. And, Rapid Spin wouldn't matter at this point because everyone on his team is actually regularly poisoned anyways. None of them are actually toxic, so that kind of defeated the purpose. But I'm just gonna go for the leech seed here while he goes for the Mach Punch. I was sort of figuring he'd go for the close combat. I knew I would take that anyways, but because he only has Mach Punch, I'm pretty set to take it again. And I know he's gonna predict my Protect here, so I'm just gonna go for the leech seed again. He's gonna switch out to Steelix, and yeah, that's not gonna work out for him because he's gonna get leech seeded too. Yeah. So, I believe at this point I do go for the Protect again, just to get some more HP back. Because, yeah, this isn't one with Synthesis. This is, someone left a comment on one of my other videos and suggested I try, Subseed. But, I figured Protect would be better because Roselia does not have any speed at all. It's like base, like, 40 or... Oh, well, no, I think it's a little higher than that. I don't recall offhand. But I have no speed investment, so like I mean Rose Rage is like 95, so it's really good. But I'm pretty sure Roselia's is like a lot lower. Um, Not sure on that. But anyways, that's sort of irrelevant. I'm gonna go to my Slowking here. His Iron Head is gonna do like 60 damage, and that's not a lot. I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind here, and he pretty much knows at this point it's over because all his guys have steel and fighting and water attacks, and his Gastrodon has special hits, but because I have Calm Mind. They're not going to be doing anything, and because I'm confident he doesn't have Toxic because he hadn't gone for it the 2 other times that this situation occurred, I'm pretty sure he had no way to kill my Slowking. He was complaining about, I was Toxic stalling him, but as I said earlier, none of his guys were actually Toxic, and every time I used Protect, it was simply for the Leech Seed recovery. Poison was kind of a byproduct. I mean, that is obviously why I built that set. Toxic spikes with Leech Seed and Protect, sort of let Toxic rack up and Leech Seed, but again, none of his guys were toxic, so it's like he was like, "Oh, I can't have you toxic stalling me," and I'm like, "I wasn't. I was about to sweep you with a Slowking, but that's fine." So, and I wasn't, and I told him that specifically. I'm like, the only reason I went to Marzelia was because I was fearing the toxic, and you obviously didn't have it, so I didn't need to be afraid of it anymore. And Slowking sweep your team, blah blah blah. But he still, he was like, nothing against you, but I just don't like stalling. I'm like, I agree, but it was only one Pokemon. But anyway, so that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.